Wig up or sit down. Out here doing Lyft and Uber. This is day 2. So I got up at 5:30, started. It's 8:43. It's 3 hours, a little over 3 hours that I've been outside. And it's been a good day, man. It's been a good day. I ain't got no complaints. Lyft and Uber's been keeping me busy. I haven't needed to do any DoorDash. I haven't needed to do any Amazon. It's strictly been Lyft and Uber. I just got another request that I'm about to go pick up now. On Lyft alone, I'm at $103. And then on Uber, I got $24. So currently I'm at $127 for the 3 hours that I've been out. That is a great day. Great day. Let me show y'all real quick. I'm gonna try to turn this around and see if I can show y'all. So I'm going to pick up somebody, lift this up, boom. This ride is $14.17. Currently, I'm at $103.59 for 5 rides. So that's where we at. That's where we at with it. That's where we at with it. And that's in 3 hours. 5:30 I got up. It's 8:45. So, and then that's on Lyft. And then if I went to Uber and showed y'all that, it's $24.10. You see that up at the top right here? $24.10. 3 hours. I'm definitely gonna get a phone mount because I want to be able to like actually show my interactions with passengers and stuff, which sometimes I'm speaking and sometimes I'm not. This morning I'm not really talkative because I've been listening to a podcast, and so while I'm listening to the podcast, you know, I'm not really communicating with my passengers. It's just like I got my podcast playing, I'm like all ears to what I'm listening to. And that's that. Oh my God, I'm about to do the fool. Okay, so let me turn this down. All right, so I dropped off my passenger. That was a damn, how much was that ride? I think it was like, damn, I'm gonna see how much that ride was. It was $14. So that was a $14 ride. Knocked it out relatively quickly. It was like maybe 20 minutes to knock that out. So that's done. I'm almost thinking I want to go get some breakfast because I'm kind of hungry. It's 9:13 now. Y'all know I got my other gig at 3 p.m. I've been out since 5:30 this morning. So we're approaching 4 hours. I got $117 on Lyft and some change. And I got $24 on Uber. So I mean, that's pretty solid morning for the 4 hours. That ain't bad, man. That's 150 or so. I don't accept everything. Some people, everybody has their own way of doing things, and I got a strategy. My strategy is, and this works for me. It's not gonna work for everybody, but it works for me. My strategy is, if it's not gonna make $30 an hour at least, then I'm not doing it. Lyft and Uber, they tell you when you get the request, it tells you exactly how far you got to go to pick the person up, how long it's going to take, how far you got to drive to drop them off, how long it's going to take, and the amount that you're going to earn for doing that ride. And so for me, when it pops up, I do look at the miles also, as far as like how far they are from me and how long it's going to take to pick them up. And generally, I don't like that to surpass the dollar amount, but I'm not as concerned about that if it's close. So like when I say that, it might be like that person's less than a mile away, so picking them up's not an issue whatsoever. But then it might be like, okay, I gotta take them 10 miles out, and I'm earning $9 and some change. That isn't that bad to me because the mileage is more than the amount I'm earning, which generally if it is like 10 miles, okay, I would prefer that I'm getting at least $10 or $11 or something like that, which they are supposed to give you that. But sometimes it doesn't really work out in that way when you do the math. But it is supposed to be like $1 something per mile. But for me, I am more concerned about the time. So like, it might say that person's less than a mile, might take 3 minutes to pick them up, and then dropping them off might be, let's say 12 minutes. So a 15-minute ride, and let's say I'm getting $10. That, for me, I'll accept that. 15-minute ride, $10. That would mean that on average, that would eat, the equivalent of that would be, what would that be? 15, that would be $40 an hour for me. If I'm doing the math, because $10 for 15 minutes. You know, obviously, if you multiply 15 times 4, that gives you 60 minutes. That's an hour. And then same if you do 10 times 4, that's $40. $40 an hour. So for me, I would take that ride. But that's me. I have to only accept rides, or for me, I only accept rides when it is the equivalent or greater to $30 an hour. If it ain't that, I'm not taking it. And I'm starving. I ain't ate nothing. I've been out here since 5:30 in the morning. So I'm definitely gonna need some food. And one of my favorite places to go to for food, for breakfast specifically, is Hy-Vee. It's a grocery store, but the breakfast is good and it is pretty inexpensive. And so that's why it's one of my favorite places to go to. And during COVID, I was there a lot. And so I got to know a lot of the bartenders and things up in there. So it's kind of one of my spots that I like to go to. And so that's where I'm headed. Yeah, look at that. Sun is all in my camera. But so that's where I'm headed. I'm headed to Hy-Vee to get breakfast, assuming I don't get a ride. Let's see what this look like. See, I'm not, this actually isn't bad. But I don't want to do, I'm not going to do it because it's going downtown and I'm not trying to go downtown right now because I'm hungry. That's my morning. It's my morning so far with Lyft. 117. What are we on? 117. You can see they really give you a breakdown too. 117 for the day. I can see all my activity. If I go click on here, I see all daily activity. They give you your earnings per booked. I'm at $46.48 per booking for every time I accept a ride. How long I've been, well, that's the driving stats. How long I've been online, rides completed, rides rejected. That's a Instacart that just popped up. So yeah, they really kind of break it down to you for real, for real. Uber, on the other hand, it's $24. That's one ride that I did. That was actually the first ride of the day. But I'm in here waiting on this food. Hopefully it'll be here sooner than later. I didn't know if I was gonna be done today because I already made 150, which is always the goal before I go into the job, is to make at least 100. And so I'm at 150. I might go back out. See, and here's the other thing. I like going to the gym too. I haven't been able to go to the gym lately. So I'm gonna start doing that again too. I gotta pay my membership. I haven't paid my membership yet. So I'm gonna pay my membership, start going back to the gym. That way I'm getting everything done that I need to get done prior to going into work. I'm getting my physical activity in, I'm getting my money in, doing my thing to make my money, and cooking too. I generally like to make my own food at the house, but that is a little more time consuming. Like I really gotta sit up, I gotta prep everything, cut up all the vegetables and shit. That should be taking too damn long sometimes. And so I'll just resort to, convenience. And what that means is coming to places like this and just buying food. Now I still like to try to eat relatively healthy. I ain't out here just eating a bunch of fast food and shit from McDonald's and Burger King and Popeyes and shit. Like I don't really mess with all of that. Every now and again I'll indulge, but for the most part I try to stay away from that. Try to eat whole foods and vegetables, rice, and leave it at that. I'm trying to keep my physique up, keep my health up. I'm getting older. Shit, I'm 37. So I'm thinking long term. When I'm 50, 60, I still want to be looking good, feeling good, able to be mobile, move around and not be having to worry about a whole lot as far as diseases. At least put the odds in my favor. That's how I look at it. I'm trying to put the odds as much in my favor as I can. And the best way to do that is by staying physically active and eating right, watching what you put in your body. I'll see you on the rebound.